Hello and welcome everybody to today's Gold and Silver Club presenting the Commodities Corner, of course presented by myself, Phil Carr, today at the Gold and Silver Club. So today guys, we've got a lot of content to cover off the back of today's non-farm payrolls. We'll be covering the biggest trading opportunities right now, how to use fixed odds trading for maximum profits. We'll cover live market analysis and we'll also be identifying high probability trade setups on commodities. As always, if you've got any questions at all throughout the session today, do please keep those coming. We do value your contribution, so any questions or comments, do keep those coming as we go through the markets. So before we get started, the main commodities that we trade utilizing binary.com includes the following. So on the metals, we trade gold, we trade silver, we trade palladium, and we trade platinum. And on the energies, we trade crude oil. So let me introduce you to the Gold and Silver Club. The Gold and Silver Club is the world's #1 commodities trading and investment coaching company. We're regarded as the go-to authority on commodities trading. As internationally respected experts, our analysis and our opinions on the metals, the energies, and the agriculture markets, they're routinely sought by major financial television channels and publications, which include Bloomberg, Reuters, CNBC, Global Banking and Finance Review, the Wall Street Journal. Of course, it's a pleasure to be here on binary.com as well. Our team of experts has trained and mentored over 100,000 private traders from all over the world to increase their wealth, generate substantial monthly income through commodities using our signature trading strategies. So for more information on the Gold and Silver Club and our expertise, please feel free to visit our website, which is at www.thegoldensilverclub.com. Okay, so we'll have a look at the gold price at the moment. Gold is currently trading at $1,239 US per ounce. It's up around 300 points from where it started the day just before non-farm payrolls. So we've seen some incredible moves on non-farm payrolls today. Big miss on non-farm payrolls, which I'll go through with you very shortly as we go onto the charts. The top trade that we've had over the course of this week using the Gold and Silver Club signature trading strategies has been silver. Silver provided a beautiful breakout trade actually today on non-farm payrolls, just entering at 16.10, short-term trade for a rise trade for the price to be higher. We came off a very significant level of support sitting around the $16 US per ounce, which was also a 50% retracement level on the Fibonacci. So that's been a really nice breakout trading opportunity throughout non-farm payrolls today, which has been a really nice quick day trade opportunity. So with that, we'll move over to the two types of trades that we'll be looking at today. We're looking at the higher and also the lower type of trade. So very simply, if you select higher, you win the payout if the market exit price is strictly higher than the entry price. If you select lower, you win the payout if the market exit price is strictly lower than the entry price. So it's a very straightforward way to trade the markets. Essentially what we need to do is, using this type of trade, we need to get our entry right, of course, but then we just need to get the direction and the time frame. So you marry those three criteria up, and that is exactly what we need for a winning trade here. So we need to just get the entry right, the time frame right, so we can decide over what period of time we want to exit that position and whether the trade is to be higher or lower. The really key aspect to trading binary is that your positions don't need to have a stop loss and they don't need to have a take profit. So essentially the market only needs to move ever so slightly in your direction, just closing 1 point in the direction that you predicted in order for you to win the entire trade. So that's very important. So when it comes to binary.com trading, all you need to do is have the trade close 1 point in the direction that you predicted for you to win the entire trade. So with that said, we'll move over to the technicals. That is the sort of trade type we'll be looking at today. I'll move over to my charts and I'll talk you through non-farm payrolls today as well, and some of the opportunities which I see starting to line up this afternoon, particularly on oil at the moment. Oil is looking very interesting indeed. So we'll just bring that out for you. So bear with me 1 second as I move you out to my charts. Okay, good. Currently, you should be able to see the US dollar index on my chart right now. So just a quick confirmation. Yep, perfect. Thank you, guys. Okay, perfect. So we'll go through the non-farm payrolls. So essentially, non-farm payrolls, they shocked the market today. The numbers came in at 38k versus 160k expected. So employers in May added the fewest number of workers in almost 6 years, reflecting broad cutbacks that may raise concerns now about the US growth and the Federal Reserve's policymakers to put off an increase in interest rates. So you might recall that the breakout that we've had on the US dollar over the last 2 weeks has really been a result of comments from the minutes of the FOMC statement over April, which alluded to a possible rate increase as soon as the June FOMC statement. And with that, we've continued to see, you can see here, we've continued to see the US dollar index surge on that from the minutes of the FOMC, and we've continued to see pressure be put on both gold and silver following on from the minutes, which were released about 2.5 weeks ago. But today's non-farm payroll make it very unlikely now that the Federal Reserve have a strong case to actually go ahead and increase interest rates next week. So with that, we've seen a breakdown of the US dollar, and that has led to a breakout on both gold and silver. So you'll remember we've got this inverse correlation between the US dollar index and the precious metals. So if you have a look at gold, you can see here gold's had quite a tremendous breakout over the course of the US session today. It's popped right up actually to 1,242 US dollars per ounce, which is the next major resistance and also Fibonacci level here as well. And we've also seen a nice breakout on silver today, which we've taken this breakout trade on binary, which is just come right up to the 50-day moving average here at 1643. So we've seen a nice little pop here. I would suggest that, yes, at the moment, given that the US dollar has broken down so much, that for today the move is over. With the breakout that we've had on gold, gold's day-to-day volatility, when it does break out at its extreme level, it tends to move in the region of 300 to 350 points. So you can see gold has already done that today in terms of the usual amount of points that gold will move in a major news announcements like this. So at this point in time, no, I wouldn't currently go long and add to position on gold or silver right now. But I will be looking at these markets very closely as we head into next week. Janet Yellen is due to be speaking again on Monday, very likely to provide volatility for the US dollar index, gold and silver. What I would pay a lot of attention to now is oil. You can see oil here starting to roll over. Oil over the last 2 weeks now has been ricocheting between 48 US dollars per barrel and $50 per barrel. We've been moving within a $2 to $3 range for over 2 weeks now. The OPEC meeting on Thursday, which we were looking at as a catalyst for the next direction here for oil, they essentially had no deal. So the actual news coming out of OPEC on Thursday, which was very highly anticipated. Certainly we were looking at that very closely for the short-term direction here for oil, has been that OPEC members, they kept their policy unchanged with no deal. OPEC refrained from changing its oil output policy, meaning the organization failed to agree a new production ceiling. And with that, we did see oil give back its gains on Thursday. We started to see it rolling over. It's continued to find support around $48 per barrel, but you can see it's starting to roll over yet again here towards the close. You will note that the second half of the year, in terms of cycles and seasonality with oil, it is typically more bearish than the first half of the year. If you also go back to 2015 and where the actual price started to turn around, it's very similar to what we're seeing in 2016. So we had a strong rally in the first 6 months of 2015, and then as we approached June, we saw oil start to give back a lot of its gains, and essentially it continued to break down until it broke all the way down to the lows, the 12-year lows that we saw revisited at the beginning of 2016 in January here, where we came down to 27 US dollars per barrel. So right now, I do favor in the short term here a break lower for oil. You can see it's starting to roll over. It hasn't managed to follow through above $50 per barrel. Even with 2 rejection candles over the last couple of days here, we've not really seen any sort of follow through here. There simply aren't enough buyers at this level for oil to keep the momentum up. So I'm looking for a sell short opportunity now on oil. I would suggest the gold trade and the silver trade in the short term now are over for Friday, due to the fact that the non-farm payroll numbers have caused such a big breakout on gold and silver and such a sell-off on the US dollar. But oil is definitely one which I'm looking to take an additional trade on here. So I'm just going to bring that out for you in a second, guys. I bring out my deal ticket. I need to take this, I believe I need to take this fairly quickly before the markets close here for oil, so just bear with me. Let's see how far out we can go. Okay, perfect. So we'll do that. I'm going to go for a trade to essentially be in and out. Let's have a look. 1420. Yeah, this trade will start in 10 minutes. I'm looking to be in and out of this trade over the next 3 hours. Okay, you should be able to see my deal ticket at the moment. Essentially, I've selected commodities. I've gone to oil here, so we're looking to take advantage of weakness in oil at the moment. I'm on Brent crude oil, which is currently trading at $49.52 per barrel. I'm looking for the price to close lower over the next 3 hours. I'm looking to take advantage of this momentum. You can see oil on the chart is breaking down. Overall, our data, our research is supporting a pullback and a breakdown in prices at the moment. So I'm looking to take advantage of this into the close today. I'm going for a sell short with Brent crude oil for it to close lower over the next 3 hours. The return on that is 77.4%. Okay, so I'm looking for a return of 77.4%. The stake on that is going to be $1,127 US for a payout of $2,000. My deposit on the trade, $1,127 US for a payout of $2,000. The trade duration 3 hours, start time 3:20 GMT, which is 4:20 London time. So I'm going to go ahead, guys, and take that trade. I'll just mark that on the chart once that's been done as well. Okay, perfect. So that has been executed. I've gone for a sell short here on Brent crude oil. And we'll have a look also at the overall price structure of platinum and palladium right now as well. Also, actually, platinum had a nice boost. Palladium is retracing a little bit at the moment. Essentially, I've just taken this short. Let me just show you that on the chart. Just gone for a short here with oil at 49.50 on the chart. So I'm looking for the price to close lower than that over the next 3 hours. We've got a very similar price structure on light sweet crude oil at the moment, which is starting to roll over. You can see rejection candle forming on the daily chart. It actually broke through a rising wedge pattern earlier on this week. We've broken through that trend channel and we've not revisited that. You can see we're quite significantly lower than we were earlier on in the week when we were sitting very close to $50 per barrel. We're about $1.50 off that now, or 150 points. So I do favor in the short term more momentum to the downside for oil here. If we turn our attention to the other commodities, we'll have a look at the other metals here. So platinum did get a boost as well off a very bearish US dollar. Again, the US dollar has been crushed today. If you have a look at the overall move, we haven't seen a big move like this in about 2.5 months. We've had a very significant change and surprise in the markets with the non-farm payroll numbers today. So those were the poorest non-farm payroll numbers to come out in 6 years. So with that, we've seen the US dollar get crushed today. That's provided a lot of support for gold and silver. We've seen those markets surge. So you can see gold here surge right up to the next Fibonacci level at 1242. Silver, nice surge as well. I suspect these are going to provide some good trading opportunities as we head into next week if these levels hold into the close. So that's what I'm looking at over the course of the US session today. So platinum right now also had a good boost. What I would look at as we head into next week, I want to have a look at the weekly close. So you're going to get a nice rejection candle here on the weekly chart for platinum, which if that starts to follow through next week, could indeed be very lucrative here. Platinum does move very well off its weekly chart, so I suspect that will give rise to a setup as we head into next week. So definitely have that on your radar. Palladium, you can see it popped right up to overhead resistance. It's just retraced a little bit at the moment. Interested to see how palladium closes over the course of today. I would suggest at the moment, the markets you want to watch as we come into a fresh week next week would be a breakout trade on platinum here. So a breakout above 983 could really give rise to a good swing trade. So 983 above that zone, as long as we close with a nice rejection candle on the weekly chart, that could really give rise to a good setup. And also gold and silver, if you have a look at them on the higher time frames here on the weekly charts as well, if we get a break above the 1245 zone as we head into next week, that's likely to give good follow through as well here. We will essentially see gold getting supported at the 1205 zone, and this could really represent the next major leg up here. Just note that Janet Yellen is due to speak on Monday. Usually her speeches are to be approached with caution. She can cause volatility again for the US dollar, for the precious metals. Really depends what is said during the course of that speech. But these numbers which have come out today from non-farm payroll are significantly off what was expected, and with that, it's unlikely that the Federal Reserve is going to be able to go ahead with an interest rate increase as soon as the June FOMC statement, which is due on the 15th of June here. So bear that in mind. But ultimately, right now, I see the best opportunity shorting oil. You can see oil, in fact, is breaking down a little bit since we took that trade. It's currently down, broken down about another 7 points. Remember, our trade only needs to close 1 point lower than our entry, and we will win the entire payout, okay? So a bit of a summary for you guys. Essentially, what we're looking to do here, we've taken a sell short on oil. The move has already occurred on gold and silver, platinum, palladium, so I would leave those for now until next week. I see a good opportunity on oil. The US dollar has essentially been crushed by today's non-farm payrolls, and then I would start looking to next week. We've got the Janet Yellen speech on Monday, and of course we'll keep you abreast on next Friday's Commodities Corner of any additional trade opportunities as well. On that note, if you would like to be kept up to date with additional trade setups throughout the week as well, there is an opportunity for you to get exclusive access to all of our live trade setups ready to implement throughout the week as well. You can gain those as part of being a member of the Gold and Silver Club live trading room. So whether you are a new trader, you just want to develop a real solid understanding of the markets, you want to set up some really good foundations for your trading, or if you just want to really fast track your results, you might be an experienced trader, but you're looking to really take your trading to the next level. You might be trading Forex or equities, but commodities is something that you've got less experience with, and you really want to take that trading to the next level, then certainly the Gold and Silver Club live trading room is something which I think you should definitely consider. As a member of the live trading room, you get access to our exclusive weekly live trading room webinars throughout the week. You get live trade setups ready to implement, real-time trade notifications so you don't miss any trades. You get the exact entry, exit, take profit levels are sent out to you, details of where we're entering, exiting each of our trades, live trade support to help you through each setup as well, customized technical charts and indicators to really boost your win rate so you can analyze the markets properly, exclusive access to our proprietary trading research to give you the ultimate edge in the markets, plus of course much more. So if you would like to make an application, all you need to do is go across to www.jointhegoldandsilverclub.com. Once you've completed the application form, we'll of course get in touch with you ASAP. So again, all you need to do is just go across to www.jointhegoldandsilverclub.com. I'll just put the link there in the chat for you. Once you've completed the application form, a member of our team will get in touch with you ASAP, and you're also more than welcome to call either our UK office, our US office, our Africa office, or our Asia office. The numbers I will leave for you there on the screen as well, so you can see those. Just take a quick jot down of those. Whichever one is your closest office, feel free to get in touch with us if you've got any questions or comments. I would also highly recommend you subscribe to the Gold and Silver Club YouTube channel. You can be kept abreast of the latest updates as well. We did a TV interview this week, which you can also watch. That has now been uploaded to the YouTube channel. So all you need to do is go across to the Gold and Silver Club. Make sure you subscribe, and you will start receiving all of the latest updates as well via our YouTube channel. So do make sure you do that if you go on YouTube. And of course, make sure you subscribe to Binary.com YouTube channel as well. So with that said, guys, again, I look forward to hear from those of you who will be joining us at the Gold and Silver Club. I wish you all profitable trading. Have a fantastic weekend, and I look forward to working with those of you who will be joining us at the Gold and Silver Club. Okay, thanks, guys. Take care. We'll speak to you very soon. Okay, thanks, guys. Bye-bye.